Hey guys, so welcome to this very special video. I'm so happy to announce that LinkedIn Unleashed is finally available for enrollment. That is actually the reason that I came out to Bali in the first place. I've spent the past 2 months, day in, day out, recording with the man himself behind the camera, Nabil, to put this course together for you guys, to make it as in-depth and valuable as possible. Now, as a small thank you for everybody that has been waiting patiently, I've actually gone ahead and I'm going to let roll a completely free module that's straight out the course, which is going to cover in depth how to use Sales Navigator and also a few tips and tricks as to how I use it to find high quality leads and how you guys can start to do that too. So I'm going to let that roll now and just make sure that you stay until the end because I have another special announcement to make at the very end of this video. Hey guys, so welcome to module 21 of the course. This is going to be a video running through how Sales Navigator works, how to use it, and how this is going to fit in with the rest of the stuff that I've been teaching you over the past few weeks. So Sales Navigator explained. The contents of this module are going to be setting up your preferences, searching for accounts, searching for leads, saving manual prospect tag lists, creating lookalike lists, and also how to save searches. So this is within Sales Navigator. The first thing you want to do is to set up your preferences. So to do that, all you want to go into is over here, your profile, click on settings, and then you'll see down here you can do obviously your profile viewing options. So this is select what others can see when you viewed their profile in Sales Nav. I want to keep it all public because I want people to see my headline and my name and my photo. Scroll down and I've already got my sales preferences set up, but you will want to go through this and do it for yourself. So within the buyer persona, you should have filled out the worksheet. If you haven't, go back and fill out everything up to this point. It's very, very important that you do this in sequential order and piece it all together for it to work effectively. So you should know the location of your target prospects, of your ideal clients. This is what I've done here. So I've targeted all the cities that are good for me finding potential clients, the industry that they're in, the company size. So the reason I do 11 to 50 is just because for people to be able to afford certain pricing of services, I know they kind of need a set amount of employees, overhead, be generating enough money and be at a point where they're obviously generating sales that they need a team, so that they're going to be more likely qualified for what I'm offering. Obviously for you guys, you might want to select either really big companies, it might be targeting startups. The one thing with startups, so it'd be like self-employed or like company sizes that are a lot smaller. So you'd want to go for like 1 to 10, for example. With those lead lists, you'll probably find it harder to find financially qualified leads, but obviously if you're willing to look through them and spend a little bit more time, then by all means go for that if that's what fits better within your industry. And then at the bottom we have function and seniority level. So I don't normally fill in the function. Obviously if you have a specific thing you want to fill in, you can go ahead and do that, but I normally just select the seniority level, so the owner. Then you've got this, so this is like a really old email address that I don't really use, but I just use it for account and lead updates and saved search alerts. So to that email address, I basically get updates. So I have weekly updates switched on. I'll show you how to do that in a second. You have alerts switched on, and then to your email address, it will send you emails about updates within your saved lead and account lists, and also save search alerts. So for example, I'll run through this again in a sec, but these alerts here you will get to your inbox via email, showing you all the new people that match the criteria that you selected using the advanced search. Every single week it will go ahead and automatically update that. So Sales Navigator is super powerful. So this is how to set up your profile. That's the first kind of your preferences. Sorry, that's the first step. Secondly, I want to run through how this works up here. So up here, if you go to the search bar, you've got advanced in the corner, and here you can select whether you want to search for leads or search for accounts. So obviously leads is more individual people, accounts is company pages type thing. So if you go and search for accounts, I'll run you through this first. So here, if for example, you've got a big company that you want to target, and instead of you just directly finding the owner of a company that's 200 people big, and you know isn't probably very likely to respond, you might want to save the company to see what updates are happening within them, see if people are sort of getting hired, how quick they're scaling, find points of contact that you can go through to sort of get to the person in charge. So if I wanted to connect with a CEO of a really big company, I would find basically their company page and then target people within their like sort of employees. I basically find somebody that I want to go through to then get an introduction to the CEO or someone above, if that makes sense. So just for example, I could do geography. So let me do geography, London. Industry, I could do health, wellness and fitness. Company headcount, 51 to 200. Obviously all of these, you can go through them and add anything extra that you want. Obviously the more that you fill in, the more specific your search is going to be, and the smaller this number is going to come down to. So obviously this number is the amount of people, the amount of accounts that match the criteria of 51 to 200 company headcount, so how many people are in the company, based in London within the health, wellness and fitness industry. Yeah, basically you want to go through these and see, maybe if you try like the states, your annual revenue, it might come up with more results. But all you want to do is play around with these headcounts, and geography, industry, obviously match it to who you're looking for, and then see the results that you get, and then just search. And then you'll get all of these accounts that match these, and you can go ahead and add and take away like whatever you feel fit, basically. Look through these, and then at this point we can do a few different things. I'm going to run through how to save manual prospects, tag lists, see similar and stuff later in this video, but just to cover the basics. So for example, like we've got Les Mills, Varian, Pure Sports Medicine. You can look down all these leads, see which ones match the criteria, and then you can either select all to then save them, tag them, view the current employees at all these different accounts. Or I could, for example, click Les Mills, I could save this account saved, and then it will come under lists. So it'll save under here, under lists, you've got lead lists, my network and account lists. That will come up as a saved account for me. I can tag it, say for example, Les Mills, I wanted to put them as a high priority, so it's an account that I really, really want to reach out to. I could put a tag. These are sort of my tags that I've set up. You can manage your tag list by clicking here and editing, adding, like whatever you need to do over here. So I set mine out with decision maker, follow up, high priority, opportunity. Feel free to edit this how you please. You might want to do reach out, like video outreach. You could do follow up, you could do high priority, then you could do current customers, whatever. Like you can do whatever tags you really want to do, but you just manage them within that tag list. And then say I wanted to add them to a high priority, I could just tag them here and apply it, and then that will save it. Yes, that's basically what you do. If you want to save all of them, select all of them, save them. You can really do it kind of makes sense, it's kind of self-explanatory, but that's how you do it within accounts. And obviously you can view current employees at whichever companies you select. So you could go through here and you could find certain people that you think are in charge, or for example, if I wanted to find somebody who was, say like a manager, for example, I could put in a manager, go through this person to maybe find out who I should speak to if it's in regards to head of marketing, etc. This is basically what you do, and then you can tag the individuals if you want to, also underneath the tag list. So you can make different tag lists, maybe for accounts or certain companies, or like you could either separate out the individuals and the accounts, or just have the tags all mixed in. It's up to you how you want to really lay it out, but these are a few of the options. Get rid of this. So this is how you kind of search for accounts. If I show you the second option, which is how to search for leads, we just click on this and it comes up with a much larger table of options. As you'll remember at the start of this video, we looked through how to set up your sales preferences. If I toggle this to the right hand side, it will automatically put in my preferences. So all of my favorite geographies that I've said my prospects are going to be located in, the industry, the seniority level and the company headcounts. This will do this automatically, and I can search that. Or say I wanted to split this into loads of different lists, I could then go ahead and do extras. So obviously I always want to have English language in here. Make sure you put the correct profile language all the time for every single search. Relationship, say I wanted to do second degree connections. Second degree makes it more likely that they're going to accept me because I'm not a completely cold outreach. If we've got people in common, I could say, hey, we've got shared connections, I'd love to expand my network, include you in it, whatever. Or I could do group members. So I've got 4,172 people who match all of these criteria who I'm in a group with. So I could do an automated message which says, hey, obviously I've seen we're part of the same group, I'd love to connect with you and further see how we can add value to each other's network, something like that. I like to do the group members thing because it works with most people, like the automated message seems applicable to them, because obviously we're part of the same group, normally a lot of automated messages. It will just be, I'd like to add you to my network. There won't be much personalization, anything that's really you've taken apart that's identifies them as different, or like you've taken the time out of your day to make it personalized and make it obvious. With group members, that's something that does tend to work better than just not having it at all. But yeah, so this is what you can play around with. One side note as well, so with the amount of total results, you'll only actually be able to view up to like 1,000. So if you want to, for example, I'm going to show you how to use the automation down the line. You can only save 1,000 searches and export it at a time. So try and get this number down as much as possible. So say if I wanted to X off a bunch of these areas and I wanted to let's keep New York, see what comes up. So 4,072, let's do company headcount 11 to 50, 2,000. Perfect, so 136 results. Let's see if, okay, so say just keep it at this. So 1,760 results, which match all the criteria that I've put in on the left-hand side. Now, throughout these, there's a few different things you can do. So a few of the things I want to run through is how to save manual prospect lists through tagging them. What I mean by that is, say there's some people that are really, really good potential prospects for me, and instead of using automation, I want to reach out to them manually. I could make a tag list. So say if I wanted to select this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. So I wanted to save these, I could tag them. I'll change opportunity and put it to manual outreach. Save this, save them to this tag list, apply it. Then all those profiles that I ticked will be added to that tag. So yeah, that's one of the things you can do. The other things I wanted to run through is also this top bar. So this is really, really cool as well. You also have this for the account lists. It will show people that have sort of hired a new decision maker in the past few days, or like have been mentioned in the news, all of this stuff. You can really use this to create separate tag lists of things that you can start a conversation with. So say, for example, I want to do 63 change jobs in the past 90 days. I could send out an automated message that says, congratulations for your new job role. How's everything going at, and then get the automation to select the company name, for example. I don't know, you could basically personalize it in a few different ways, but you can use all of these in the top to reach out to people manually and use something that is very, very specific to this individual to start a conversation. Obviously, when you're not connected to somebody and you send them a message, it's going to come as an InMail. So if you send InMails and they're not personalized, the chances are they're not going to respond to you at all. So say I could message D and I could like say, congratulations, I just saw the article in Press Release Point about you being appointed as a new AICP National Board leadership, something like that. Obviously check through it, make sure that what you're saying makes sense. Message this person, also I'd love to connect with you and add you to my network. I look forward to speaking with you soon, something like that. But yeah, so you can move through all these sort of different sections at the top and use this as a way to reach out to people. So these people posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days, more likely to be more active over, say, just the full, because obviously all of these people, that means 1,500 results haven't been posting on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. Only 202 people out of these results have been. So go over here, I could select all of these and then manually go through them, see what they've been posting about, and send them a template that's personalized around the content or the stuff that they've been sharing, etc. If we go across here, share experiences with you. So shared connection. Okay, cool. Let's go back here. So that's kind of how this toggle works. Obviously, you can use it at your own discretion. You can play around with it, see if you can separate out tag lists, maybe, for example, where you want to have a mentioned in the news, just like abbreviated to MITN. Reach out to those people, or people that have posted regularly, reach out to them about their content, etc. Play around with this, create tag lists, save people, organize it very well so that you know that when you go and do your outreach, if it's manual, you can move through those tag lists and reach out to them. After that, I wanted to show you that you can basically create a lookalike list. Some of you might know the sort of like Facebook lookalike audiences, for example. It's kind of similar to that, but just a LinkedIn version. Say, for example, I had this guy, so say Walter, I want to save him under manual prospects. And then I also say he's a perfect sort of prospect for me. I could click on these three little dots on the side, go down and go on view similar. And when I do that, it basically spits up loads of profiles that have similar profile characteristics to Walter. So it'll be lead search similar to Walter, and it shows me 100 other accounts, 100 other people that have profiles that are similar to him. So that's pretty cool. So say, for example, you find somebody that they're perfect for you, like it's just the perfect ideal prospect or lead. I would recommend going on similar to that person and then looking through these and then maybe saving them also as a separate tag list. One other thing, when you save accounts and leads and stuff, when you go home to the home page, it will show the activity down here. So say if I want to go on account news, all of the accounts that I've saved, it'll all be sort of showing me down here what's been happening with them. Same with lead news. Yeah, so basically that's how this works. You'll just have like all the different updates from everywhere shown on your home screen, and this means that whenever you go back into the home page, you can look through this, see if anything is relevant to you, and then use that to send more messages or as a point of conversation, etc. The last thing I wanted to show you guys is how to save searches. So as you can see on the side here, it's on the top right. So for example, with saved searches, you can see down here, I've saved all these different like hashtags. It's like hashtag 1, all these different numbers, and then the different criteria. So I split it into location and then industry or whatever I want to do. So basically, for example, how you would do that is you go on advanced, say for New York, industry, so you want to do medical practice, profile language, English, owners. Okay, so perfect. Say this is my lead list. So I'm looking for medical practices based within New York whose profile language is in English. They're an owner and their company headcount is 51 to 200. Also down here, you've got all these extra filters. So if you want to add tags to this, so or the tags that you've created, you can filter your search even further by using the tags. The groups, for example, when they join LinkedIn. One good thing with this, before I just show you the rest of this, I just got distracted by this. Basically, with Become a Member, obviously on LinkedIn, any decision makers, any owners, as soon as they create a profile, they are going to get targeted because they're easy to find straight away by loads of people trying to pitch them stuff, and their inbox is going to be filled by people trying to sell them things, offer them new services, whatever it is. So if you go down here, became a member, and you find people that have recently joined LinkedIn, the chances are that you're going to be one of the first people sort of trying to drive them down a sales path, trying to get in front of them, sharing content, sharing value, and it's more likely that they'll respond to you than if they've been part of LinkedIn for years. This is another thing that I would actually recommend using. It works pretty well. Also as a conversation starter to say, hey, like, welcome to LinkedIn. I noticed you only recently created a profile. Thought I'd help you get started by sending you some really cool like value that I think you'll find of use or whatever like that. So yeah, that's a cool filter that I would recommend using. But anyway, back to this. So what you want to do is you want to click search. And then when the search comes up, all you need to do to save the whole search, so the 194 leads, is go to the top right and click save search. Give it a name. So if I wanted to do hashtag 10 New York medical practice. Alerts, you can do them as often as you want. I normally do weekly alerts just to give it enough time to build up more people, especially if it's a smaller lead list. It will take longer to find more accounts. So daily you probably wouldn't have much growth, but weekly seems to be a good sort of level to put it at. And then you just click tick. And then every single week you'll get more alerts showing you how many more accounts are new that match that criteria. So then if I ever want to go through here, go on saved searches, click on a saved search, say if I wanted to go to this, I could click this search and then it would show me the search that I had saved, and I could go back through these and sort of just carry on either reaching out to people, tag people, see the new people that are here within this search, for example. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. That's kind of how this works. I think that's everything for Sales Nav. I hope that made sense. Just to reiterate, you've got your home, which shows all of the activity within your saved accounts, lead lists, etc. You've got your lists, so for example, your network here, with all of your networks sort of like mixed together. So that's all of LinkedIn, obviously all of your first connections. If you want to go through these people, reach out to them, maybe if you've not spoken to them yet, filter the people that you have as current connections using Sales Nav you can just do it through here, like this. So if I wanted to reach out to people or remove contacted leads from the search, so say for example, I'd message these people, I could remove contacted and it would come up with a different amount of leads, a different number of people. Removed saved leads. Yeah, so obviously sometimes it wouldn't change number, sometimes it does. Search within saved accounts, removed viewed leads from search. Also within this, if you want to go through your firsts, go and congratulate people. Obviously you don't just have to message people to pitch them something or send them another message about your service. You should be able to use it to congratulate them for changing jobs, for getting mentioned in the news, talk about something that they've posted on LinkedIn recently or something that you both have in common. Anything like this, or maybe like leads that follow your company. Obviously they're interested in what you do, you can go reach out to those people, see why they're following your company, give them more insights, etc. That's how that works with that list. Lead list is obviously what I showed you, so mind your prospects. If I want to save those people, I go onto these lead lists, find these people, speak to them. Account lists, same thing, so I could just go through these, go through accounts. Obviously I deleted all of my accounts just for privacy when I'm going through this, but yeah, so normally I have like all my lead lists, all my account lists, and I go through these for when I want to do my outreach, etc. For Discover, it has recommended leads and accounts based off what you've already saved as your lead and account list. So it's kind of like similar, it's kind of like, you know how you have similar to this person, it's a bit like that, but it just takes the data in from all of the leads and all of the accounts that you have. So for recommended, you can go on this to discover more people, go through them, see who would be a good connection for you to have, add them, tag them, whatever you need to do. Yeah, that's kind of it for that. Obviously you've got your inboxes over here, so Sales Navigator, your LinkedIn inbox, and that's kind of it. And then your saved searches, you can edit any of them that you need to, if it's alerts, delete them, etc. up here. But that's how Sales Nav works. I hope that sort of made sense. I'll see you guys in the next module. I hope you guys enjoyed that module. Now, all of the work and effort that I've put into this course has been a compilation of everything I have learned from working with some of the best agency owners in the industry and helping them with their LinkedIn profile, with their lead generation, with putting a whole system together. I'm super sort of excited to see what you guys think of it. Now, I know there's a bunch of you that are just ready to sort of buy and purchase, you just want to get it right now. For those of you that are just ready to purchase, just to remind you what's actually included with the course as soon as you enroll. So you get the full 27 lessons of video teachings. You also get a monthly live group coaching call within the winning Facebook group community. And on top of that, you also get resources, cheat sheets, and templates to make sure that you have everything you need to sort of get going with this and get the results that you want. Now, if you are ready to just go ahead and buy, just click on the first link below, which will take you straight to the sales page. For those of you that want a little bit more information, my announcement is that I've actually put together a free hour-long masterclass which runs through the following 3 things. So firstly, how you can tap into the world's biggest directory of business owners to find your dream ideal clients on LinkedIn. Secondly, it will tell you why the same person who will ignore your cold calls or cold emails, any form of cold outreach, will happily talk to you on LinkedIn as a peer rather than a nuisance that they don't want to speak to. And then the final part of the masterclass, it will actually run through how you can take your LinkedIn profile from 0 to hero in under 30 minutes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. For those of you that want to see the free masterclass, it will be the second link below, which will take you through that. Just put in your details and watch the free training, and I'll see you guys on the inside.